Hi, I'm Jason Augenbaum. I'm here at Kscope 16 with Bjoern Rost, and we're going to talk a little bit about, what do you do, where you go. Let's start off. How did you get into the work that you're doing now?
Oh, the work that I'm doing now is by accident, really. I was a system administrator, and then somebody needed somebody to work on Oracle. And I was tasked with installing Oracle and getting it up to run, and I was fascinated with the Oracle database from that day on, and just kept learning, kept doing more stuff, and I guess I got rather good, or at least okay at it.
Sometimes okay is about the best we can do. It's so you're with Pythian.
Yep.
So what are you doing now with them?
I'm a principal consultant for Pythian, and I work on consulting internally, both internally and externally. So I help out the teams, the service delivery teams at Pythian, provide value to our clients and to our customers of actually operating around the databases the best that they can, and then also consult with external clients or with new clients on site on new and exciting projects.
Okay, so addressing the elephant in the room, or the paper-mache donkey. What's the story here?
The story is this is my friend Lumpy, and we just met at the welcome reception, and he was just too cute to pass out on. So I thought I'd just have to show him around and show him the awesomeness of this Kscope. So he's been to a couple of sessions. He's taken tons of selfies with lots of people, and it's also a great way to meet new people, because
people ask you what is going on here.
That question has come up a few times now.
That's actually awesome. So I kind of like to see where people come from, and just question I ask even when I'm not doing this kind of thing. But how do you come to be in the field that you're in? Were you just born into it? Was your father a programmer, or how did you get into the idea of doing this kind of work? And because be honest, sometimes database isn't all that sexy.
Yeah. But
we do it anyway, and we like what we do. So
exactly.
What inspires you with this?
It was rather by accident. So my father managed a factory floor, and he wanted me to do something solid, work in a bank, get a solid, decent job. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go into engineering, so I studied engineering, and my dream was actually to build things like airplanes or something mechanical or something mechatronical. So that's what I studied.
Okay.
But then even in high school, I just started doing jobs as a computer person. I mean, I was that guy who could run Linux back when Linux was really, really new. I was that guy who actually built computers by putting them together. So that's what I did in high school.
Yeah.
And so that just evolved, and then through college I also did computer jobs. And that just seemed like something fun to do. I never really wanted to stay in that field, but I'm still here. So in that sense, you did actually obey your dad. You got into the white collar side of work. No, he still doesn't understand what exactly I'm doing. But he realized that it does sort of pay the bills, and I think he's happy now. Yeah, well, paying bills is good, and a happy father is good. My dad was actually a programmer, so when I went into construction first, he was kind of like, "What are you talking about?" But it's sort of the boomerang effect. I came back to it later on, and that's just where we're at with it. But so, what do you do? Do you do any techie hobbies outside of work, or do you just cut off and say, I'm going for a hike and getting away from the computer? Well, there's several things. So one thing is that I ask my wife, I don't enjoy doing IT at home. So when the internet is broken or she needs an update on her computer, those are not things that I enjoy. It took a long time to actually convince my family that I did not actually study fixing Windows or making things work in Excel. I have the same problem, trust me. We all do, I'm sure. I also spent a huge amount of my spare time preparing for conferences like this, doing new talks, blogging, and contributing to the community, because that's something I absolutely do enjoy. Yeah. And there are times when I do more stuff outside of this. So I do enjoy doing triathlons, and there were years where I actually trained a lot. Obviously, I did. And you did one of those. You did one of those recently this time around. So just last year at Kscope, Sarah Zambram and Alex Gorbachev and I sort of decided we should do something before Kscope, like a pre-Kscope triathlon. And we met about 2-3 weeks ago in Cambridge in Maryland to do what's called the Eagleman. That's a half Ironman. Okay. And the three of us did that, and there were other Kscope supporters there to cheer us on. And it was a good experience just to get together in a house be together, do the triathlon together, suffer together, and then have
group
have a good
suffering
trophy.
tends to make it a little bit lighter, doesn't it?
It does. Having people cheer you on is also what makes a difference.
Okay. So in the community, you know, it's kind of hard to say, you know, this person inspires me, or this person's kind of my hero in this realm of work. But you know, who inspires you in the community that you work with to kind of elevate your game, to do something unique, or to bring more to the community like they do?
Oh, everybody really. Yeah, I think I enjoy reading stuff from everybody, or from a lot of people, and also like seeing presentations from people. What I particularly enjoy is, I mean, there are some of the rock stars that are obviously awesome. That I mean, you want to see them, you want to like.
Yeah, they
them.
attract the crowd because they're not just smart. They have the charisma. They have the line.
So there's those. But I recently also enjoy more and more going to new presentations, seeing new people present, seeing these, I want to say, youngsters come up and well, do their first presentation and rock it, and then seeing how they enjoy it and how they get into it, and then sort of trying to encourage them to do.
You really
more.
do start seeing that really close passion. They've found something that they really enjoy.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's outstanding. So thanks for stopping by, and keep the conversation going. Come find him. He's got his donkey. He's willing to talk.